We are back. Okay, so your heart is broken. You're sitting around moping, crying, and crying. You say you're even thinking about dying. Let me make sure this phone is on mute. All right, there we go. Well, before you do anything rash, dig this. So, all of you who were at yesterday's live, this song I am now dedicating to the lovely Jasmine Crockett. Tell me if you know the song. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. There's no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, it may be factual, it may be cruel. All right, tell me the artist and the year. I ain't lying. Everybody plays the fool. How is everyone doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. Okay, I see no one knows the group or the year. That was 1972. As you enter the chat room, do me one small favor. Please hit that little thumb. That is the like button. Yes, my girls, the main ingredient. I dedicate that song to Jasmine Crockett. She had to find out the hard way, right? She played the fool, and in the end, look what she got, stabbed in the back. Right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you will, not only hit the like button. How you doing? We have some new folks here. Great. Emma, well, then get a job like the rest of us. No one owes you anything. Boom. Now, I know this chat's going to be lit. And I absolutely agree with you 100%. If you will, again, folks, if you have Facebook or if you have Truth Social, do me one small favor and share this stream on any form of social media that you have. It will be much appreciated. All right. So, yeah, I wanted to sing that little song. Lord Jammer says, get the likes up. That's right. Lord Jammer, you missed me singing Everybody Plays the Fool, main ingredient, 1972. All right. That was my dedication to Miss Jasmine Crockett, who found out literally too late that the Democrats don't like her like that. All right. Let's go ahead and do the roll call. If you would like for me to call your name out during the roll call, all you need to do is say hello, or you can send an emoji. If not, I cannot tell who's here. On my side of the screen, I can just see the number of people who are here. But if you don't send an emoji or type a word, even if it's just one word, then okay, here we go. I cannot see I can't see who it is that's actually here. Okay. All right. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. Yes, my girls, the OJs. That song never gets old, right? All right. Lord Jammer is here. How are you? Florida is here. All right. And let's see. That's okay, Florida. I know you're busy. A lot of people are busy. So, hey, I understand. Hey, I'm just glad you came in for a few moments. Lord Jammer, how is everyone? It's going to be another great show. Yes, Lord Jammer. Yes, you make it great. You're here every time. You're here. Chicago Hood is here. How you doing, love? Who else is here? My girls is here, of course. Emma Murphy, Baldwin Birds. How are you, Stacy? Megan Soba. We're glad you're here. Okay. So, folks, we know that the big, beautiful bill, I think President Trump signed that yesterday while we were live. Okay. And you have, of course, the Democrats are spewing all kinds of information, the usual fear mongering. And I'm just saying, folks, if people would get out and read, Chicago Hood said this episode should be a doozy. And it shall be Chicago Hood because I have so many videos of people all over social media. It's welfare Armageddon. The world is going to end, right? So yeah, I'm going to read over this info. And again, folks, people wouldn't get so upset and it wouldn't be so easy to bamboozle them if they would just read. Reading is fundamental, very fundamental. That's crying eyes. Oh yeah. Yes, my girls. Yes, I like that too. Jasmine Wivelina Crockett theme song. Yes, Lord Jammer. I actually have another song for her. Now, Lord Jammer, you weren't here when I sang the first song, so I'm giving you another chance. Okay, from night, I'll give you the year. You tell me the song and the group. Have you heard about the lonesome loser beaten by the Queen of Hearts every time? Have you heard about the lonesome loser? She's a loser, but she still keeps on trying. Woo! All right, tell me the artist in the year. Sit down. Take a look at yourself. Don't you want to be somebody? Oh my goodness, someday somebody's gonna see inside. You have to face up. You can't run and hide. Okay. I'm waiting for someone to give me the artist and the year. Those of you who are new here, I have heard the song. Okay. Lord Jammer. Okay, no one knows. I'm sure my girls, you should know that one. Trish, how you doing, love? My girls, her other new playlist on Eric Clapton's. Oh yeah. All by myself. Yes, I love that. Okay. All right, I guess I'll have to tell you, Amber, how you doing? I would be fine with this bill if it was just bad for the poor, but it also negatively impacts middle class Americans, and we're tired of the poor ruining things for everyone except the wealthy. Amber, and if you look at the way things have gone the past 4 years, okay, let's have a conversation. The middle class has been negatively impacted the last 4 years because if you look at the billions of dollars that has been spent on non-American citizens, we were negatively affected by that as well. So, Amber, what would be some of your solutions? So we welcome everyone. What are your thoughts? Chris says, I have no clue. Okay, that's the Little River Band, 1979. So I wanted to just go over this because, oh my God, they're acting like that the world is over. Now, people, again, elderly people who are genuinely disabled, and lazy is not classified as being disabled. Thank God, not yet. Okay. So, Lord Jammer, bad economic policy affects everyone. Yes, it does. And so again, Amber, what are your thoughts on what we've had to endure the last 4 years? Okay. And so let's have an intelligent conversation as I go over this. All right. And so I'll get this started and I'll try to keep up with your comments. All right, folks? All right. The big beautiful bill as proposed includes changes to both SNAP, food stamps, and potentially Medicaid, which could indirectly impact Section 8 housing, another government. Okay, thank you, Florida. Another government, of course, assistance program. The bill proposes stricter work requirements for SNAP recipients. I don't have an issue with that. Again, if you are able to work, this is in the Bible. It's biblical. You need to work. So this includes raising the age of these requirements and potentially reducing the age for children whose parents are exempt. It also shifts some SNAP costs to states, which could lead to further restrictions or cuts at the state level. This is a good thing. How you doing, Tube State? Everything that the government is involved in, and it's just unfortunate, but it just turns into a mess. Shift it to the states, and it will probably be run more efficiently. I don't know. I know the way the government has been running, it has been nothing but waste, fraud, and abuse. And you have these idiots who go on social media and brag about it. How you doing, Joey? Yes. Well, look at the title, everyone. Big back liberal women crying over Trump's big, beautiful bill taking away their welfare. And folks, at one point in time, people were ashamed to let people know they were on assistance. Unfortunately, with social media, everyone wants to get on and tell their business. It is, to me, it's shameful that even if you are on government assistance, why are you on social media sharing it with millions of people that you do not know? I don't get that. All right, so SNAP, or food stamps as it's called, stricter work requirements. The bill would raise the age for work requirements for SNAP from 54 to 64 and potentially reduce the age at which parents with children are exempt from work requirements. So cost sharing with states. I'm for that. The bill proposes that states share in the cost of SNAP benefits, potentially leading to state level cuts if error rates exceed a certain threshold. And I think another something else that needs to be in this bill. Again, if you're poor and you are on government assistance, why would you have another child? We the taxpayers are already subsidizing your rent and your food. So that definitely needs to be part of it. Okay, so Medicaid. Now look at this impact on school lunch program, something that I'm aware of. Now I was told during the pandemic, school lunch was free for everyone. During what sickens me is that they're making this a racial thing, like they don't care about Black people. Dorian, there are many other races of people on government assistance. So for the Democratic shills, the Black gatekeepers, the Black bole that are upset, they're Hispanic, white, Asian, every nationality you can think of is using it. So why are they just acting like Black people are affected? They're nuts. And if any of you may not be on social media as much as I am. Now I really don't see Hispanic people on there, crying about food stamps, but I see white and Black primarily. And they're just acting like the world is coming to an end. There may be Hispanics on there talking about it. I don't know. But all I've seen has been Black and white. And they act like the world's coming to an end. Changes to SNAP eligibility could also affect school lunch programs, as some families may no longer qualify for free or reduced price meals based on their SNAP status. Let me say this, folks. And hey, please, people who want to come and attack me because you don't like what I'm saying, let me say this. I've been an educator in the public schools of North Carolina for 27 years. That does not mean I know everything. I only share what I have seen with my own two eyeballs, not what I have been told. A lot of these people who receive free lunch or reduced lunch, they're walking around with $1,000 iPhones, $200 shoes. So I'm saying, if you can buy that, why can't you pay for your lunch? I'm asking for a friend. Thank you, Lord Jammer. U.S. Army retired, late but here. Okay, how you doing? Glad you're here. Thank you for your service, sir. Tell me what your thoughts are on that. I'm telling you what I have seen and forever. The fact that libs are acting like it's just going to affect Black people, again, they show us that they are the true racists. Lord Jammer, all they have to do is go on TikTok and it's all over YouTube. There are plenty of white women upset, complaining, talking about they have 6 kids and now they are not going to be able to make it. So, hey, I don't know why the Black gatekeepers the black poverty pimps and all these other people who are bought and paid for, they act like it's just black. It is not. I'm going to show you some clips. I'll show you, and then you can search yourself. They keep playing the race card and people aren't buying it. No one's listening to that race card crap anymore. It's tired. It's old. Work requirements for Medicaid. Now, again, let me tell you, I always have people, they'll look at 2 minutes of the video, then they come and leave, some horrendous statement in the comment section. Elderly people who are genuinely disabled. Hit that like button for me, folks. Thank you. They will continue to receive their benefits. We're talking about people who actually can work and they're gaming the system. And as I said, I'm on this, social media all the time. They're on there bragging about it. How dumb can you be? You're committing a crime, you dummy. Woo! And we know who they voted for, so they may not have more than 2 brain cells. So, okay, there's that. Potential impact on housing. While the bill doesn't directly impact Section 8, stricter Medicaid requirements could make it more difficult for some individuals to maintain their housing, as Medicaid is a crucial source of health care for low-income individuals. Indirect effect. Now, I need for you all to tell me in the comment section what you think. Those of you who are just joining, what do you think about the people who I have seen with my own 2 eyeballs? Ricky Clover, how you doing? If they can dance and prance on TikTok, they can work and get a job. Ricky! Hello, sir. Yes. Hit the like button, Ricky. And if you will, please subscribe. I think I was talking to you on someone else's channel, and now you're here. I hope you are enjoying this content. And again, these are the same people. These are the very same people. Before school starts, all kinds of organizations and churches have free giveaways, for notebooks and book bags. You have the Walmart has what is it, Buddy book pack and all this other crap. And all I'm saying is the people who come up to get these free items, they drive up in nice cars. Again, they're walking around with iPhones are more than $1,200 phones. Their kids are walking around with $1,200 phones, $200 plus Jordans. So I'm just saying the gravy train is over, you heifers. Chicago, yes, get a job like the rest of us. Yet, Ricky, all right. I don't know which channel I started conversing with you on, but hey, we're glad you're here. Hit the like button, Ricky. If you have Facebook, if you have Truth Social, please share this stream out. So, folks, we know there are people that genuinely need help. But I'm talking about the people, more often than not, the fraud, the waste, the abuse. And guess what? If I have to get up and go to work every day, you need to get up and go to work every day too, if you are physically and mentally able. So don't go anywhere, folks. I have plenty of video clips to share with you. They could buy an iPhone, right, Dorian? They buy what they want to buy. And I have an issue with that. U.S. Army. I know a family who for 3 generations has lived off welfare and food stamps, never worked, and no handicaps, just lazy. Boom. U.S. Army, before you join the chat, I said people who are genuinely handicapped and the elderly, we're going to leave them alone. Lazy is not a handicap. It's a state of mind, so that they're going to have to get it in gear. And so right here, indirect effects, changes to Medicaid could lead to more people relying on emergency services and other forms of assistance, potentially increasing the strain on social safety nets and impacting housing stability. Housing should hopefully improve. With all of these people being deported, that should free up a lot of housing. Maybe the housing, the rental prices will start to come down. They could save it for college in the future. Yes. I don't like to feed them, but I gave them a little bit of attention at Lord Jammer, Florida. Florida, would you please behave? It is one day before Sunday. All right, here we go. Section 8 indirect impacts. While the bill doesn't directly target Section 8, the proposed changes to SNAP and Medicaid could indirectly affect eligibility for Section 8 and other housing assistance programs. Potential for increased need. And folks, let me say, sometimes I go to the grocery store, there are people standing out. They have they get a SNAP card, a food stamp card, but they want cash money. So they'll say, would you like to use my food stamp card? And say they'll have it like where if I give them $100 cash, I can go in the store with them and buy $200 worth of food. Okay. No more entitled people. Boom. Rent is too high. We need rent control. Lord Jammer. Boom. Yes. Dorian, they are literally making a bad example for their kids by not having to earn it, but be dependent on the government. Yes. It's awful. And we know it. Yeah. Increased poverty, homelessness could strain the capacity of social services and potentially lead to longer wait lists for Section 8 and other housing programs. And this is what I say, folks, before LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, before he came up with this Great Society crap, people were poor, but they found a way. They found a way. Now, again, and if I had my way, I'm taking care of the old, the elderly, and the disabled. Everyone else, you're just going to have to figure it out. This is biblical. So anyone who wants to come and leave negative comments in my comment section, go read your Bible. And it plainly says, if a man does not work, he does not eat. Can I get an amen? I need an amen in the comment section. All right, that's great. Entitled to get a job. Yes, my girl. Yes. Dorian, I'm from the government and I'm here to help is the most terrifying words of the English language. Who said that, Dorian? Was that Malcolm X? I remember that. Ruby, how you doing? Hit the like button, love. We are growing, growing, growing. If you were not here on Friday, that video is doing very well. So make sure whenever you join the lives, if you will, here we go. Hit the like button, but also leave a comment. So people who are leaving comments, they are, YouTube is really, really pushing the videos out. So I guess I can't put Florida in the corner, not just yet anyway, because she's the one who stays on me and reminds me to here we go. All right, to tell people to leave a comment. So anyway, here we go. Let me get it going here. Hit the like button and share this stream out. Ronald Reagan. Okay. Thank you. I had forgotten. Richard Quimby, how are you? I got an amen. Woo! So anyway, the big, beautiful bill, those of you just joining, the libs are crying that it's welfare Armageddon. The world's coming to an end. Lanita, how are you, dear? Not everything is free. Yes, get the likes up. Yes, hit that little thumb. It's the like button. It won't cost you one thin dime. Let me go ahead and start sharing. C. Ramirez. Oh, Florida, go to the corner. I got it from a reputable source. Go to the corner, Florida. You're up to no good. Poor Florida. She can't catch a break on this channel. Woo! So let me share some of these clips. These people are unbelievable. I mean, you have people crying and, people are going to be on the streets and hungry. Newsflash, of all of the industrialized nations, America, we are number one in obesity. All of us could afford to skip a few meals. I'm just saying. Stop it with the fear mongering. All right, I got you, C Ramirez. She's in the corner. That's what she deserves. Poor Florida. We love you, Florida. All right, so let me get this going. Okay. So here's this one woman Jerome, how are you doing, love? Oh, see, Ramirez is laughing. Oh, if libs are crying, I'm laughing. U.S. Army. Now, this one woman, no tooth in sight. She's always on here. Now, she has no shame. She is always all over social media. All this time she's on social media, she could be finding a job. So if you go on TikTok, she's always on there. Oh, my children. I mean, she straight up. Now she said she voted for Trump. I don't know. I have some clips to show you. So according to their base, this is the end of the world. Millions of people, they're saying millions of people are going to die and all this other crap. But listen to this woman. She is just, she won't stay all this time she spends on TikTok. Go get a job. Sad thing is, a lot of people I've known traded their food cards for rocks at a quarter of the value of the card. Yeah, for drugs. They want cash. Cash. Anyone else who knows people who sell them for drugs, alcohol, whatever, type it in the comment section. Quarter of what the card, they go to the food pantry to make up for trading their card for drug use. Yeah, there's too much. Jerome, before you got here, we said there's too much waste, fraud, and abuse. Florida says, I'm working, leave me alone. Woo, poor Florida. Find a job, then fix your grill. Lord Jammer. So listen to her. Like I said, if you go, this lady is she's all over TikTok. All day, every day. Laurie, how you doing? I responded to you. I forgot the channel because I was all over the place today. I responded to you on some other channel. So if you check, you'll see. How you doing, Andrew? Ruby, my parents raised 3 children and bought a house in the 70s, making less than $10,000 a year without welfare. No excuses. Ruby! Yes, I'm going to pin your comment because your parents were that generation. They didn't ask for anything. They just worked. Thank you, Andrew. All right, let's listen to this lady. Oh my God. She's just about to just die, according to her. Listen. I think she has 6 kids. She's talking about her food stamp card is being cut and all these other. Just listen to her. Go, lady, get a life. Here we go. Now, those of you who don't know, when someone says methany, they're referencing someone doing the meth. Okay, so anyway, so she's all over TikTok, and so people clown her, but she still won't stay off TikTok. So anyway, here we go. So I don't get copyrighted. So she voted for Trump when they actually thought she would win Trump 2024. So I'm gonna she's just dancing. I tell you, she's all her time is spent on TikTok. All right, now that the music is going, here we go. Okay, again, I have to stop it because I'll be copyrighted. So after Trump won, she was on TikTok. So she's doing the most. She doesn't look disabled to me. She, the daddy's home. So like I said, I have to pause it. And then there she is with her shirt with Trump. She on here listening to rap music, dancing. Okay. Is she not a nutsy? She is a nut job. Um, No sound? Hold on. Okay, can you hear me? Whoa. Okay, let me try this again. Now, I did receive a message from StreamYard a few days ago. They're having some issues, I think. All right, can you see? Okay. Let's try this again. They did send me a message saying that they were experiencing some technical difficulties. I wish they would stop. Okay, can everyone see and hear me clearly now? Okay, we're good. Whiskey Monk, how you doing? A psychic midget that just escaped from prison. Whiskey Monk, I'm afraid to ask, but tell us. Hit the like button, folks. All right, so listen to this. A small, medium, at large. Whiskey Monk, how are you doing, love? I think this is the first live. Antoine, how you doing? Yo. Okay, so has anyone seen this woman right here? Ruby, can you hear and see me now? Can everyone hear me and see me now? Oh, Monk, we're glad you're here. Chicago Hood is laughing. Can everyone see and hear me clearly? My girls, Kruger. All right, Jerome. Again, sorry. This is Donna. How you doing? Everyone who's entering, hit the like button. Share this on your Facebook page. We're glad you're here, Whiskey Monk. Share this on your Truth Social page. Listen to this. Some of you are laughing. This woman is all over TikTok complaining about prosperity. Yes, Lord Jammer. Yes, she is complaining about her 6 kids and all these other things, and they're all on Medicaid and food stamps. And she actually says she voted for Trump. So let me cue this up. And folks, if you can't hear me or see me, let me know so I can hit a reset button. Dorian, what an idiot. No shame. Why does everyone need to know you're getting government assistance? That's crazy to me. Ruby, no video. I'm not playing the video yet, Ruby. I'm getting ready to. Can you see the video that I have queued up ready to play? Let me know, please. Ruby. If you can see the video, folks, type yes, please, in the comment section, because I can see it on my end. Dorian said, who cares? Yeah, we don't. Chicago. So, Ruby, it may be something on your end, dear. Because everything has been okay. Lord Jammer, I'm saying, if I had my way, if you're poor and you're receiving government assistance, don't have more children. What a concept. Whiskey Monk. Yes. Okay. Let's listen to her. This woman, she needs to be taken off of assistance. Now I know her, she has some kids with autism. Okay, Ruby. That's somebody's baby mama. And she said she voted for Trump. So let's see what she's saying. She's all over TikTok. She could have a job. No tooth in sight. Let's listen.
They literally cut my food stamp card off. Zero balance. They took everything.
Oh, Methany.
When you hear someone say Methany, that's reference to someone who smokes meth. Yeah. You seen Snaggle too? Lanita, she's all, why can't this woman get a job and go to work? She doesn't look disabled to me. Why can't she get a job and go to work? So she's all over TikTok all day, every day, getting Medicare and food stamps. Go to work. Robert, how are you? Hit the like button, folks. So listen to this. This is hilarious.
That's terrible. Wait, this you?
Now I have to stop it now because I'll be copyrighted, but she's dancing when this is before Trump won, but she said she voted for Trump. So I have to pause it so you can't hear the music.
Well, I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. Methan, who's looking dumb now? Voted for that man, and now you have concepts of food, benefits, cash, and childcare.
Now, this young lady obviously voted for Skamala, the Curry Queen, but her commentary is just hilarious. That's why I'm playing it here.
Being 0 for 4 is crazy. It's crazy because you were so happy that Trump was back in office. Boo, is this you?
I have to pause it. So she was dancing to Daddy's Home and wearing her Trump t-shirt when he won. Okay, that's her.
Brain cell or a tooth in sight. Less teeth than JLo's vocals in her songs. Like, what? Looked around and now you're finding out. All I can say is I hope you've still been practicing it. In case you're wondering, practicing for what? Again, I ask, is this you?
Got to turn that down. She dancing to a rap song after Trump won. Okay.
Get ready to do something strange for a piece of change. Hope this. Peace and love.
God, why did I vote for him? I didn't know this was going to happen. I can't go get a job.
What's up, everybody? So that's all. I just want to just show you that commentary there. I'll stop the screen. So again, type it in the comment section. She looks okay to me. If you have time to make TikTok videos all day long, you can get a job, ma'am. You can. So this is what the American people are sick of: waste, fraud, and abuse. She looks like a baked potato. Dorian, would you please behave? Lord Jammer, do some more dancing at your job, honey boo boo. Yeah, if she'll get one. Caesar, how you doing, love? That's a song by Motorhead. Okay, Jerome. Thank you, dear. Half baked. Yeah, she's nuts. Why are you on so there? She is all day, every day. That's what she does, but she can't get a job. And I think she said some of her kids have autism, so I don't know. I just don't know what's wrong with these people. Okay, so I'm going to play some Nobody's Gonna Pay Her Today. Lanita, would you behave? Oh my God, it's catching. Woo! So anyway, let me put this over here. All right, here we go. This chat is off the chain. Hit the like button, please, folks, and share this stream out and behave, please. Now you have Lord Jammer laughing. So listen to this, folks.
Hi, everybody. I lost my voice. We were forced back here. Took a red-eye flight. Haven't slept. We're here being forced back to vote on this disastrous budget proposal.
Now, of course, this is one of the loonies who's upset about the big, beautiful bill. So listen to her. Oh, my God. Dumb and Dumber, my girls.
That is going to decimate our rural hospitals, healthcare that families, millions of families across the United States rely on.
You mean like for the past 4 years when you were caring for people who were not citizens, you spent millions, billions, places like Denver, Colorado, they bankrupted their healthcare system. Where was the free healthcare for Americans? Oh, that's right. There was none. So stop. Lose me with these crocodile tears because I'm not paying any attention. Whiskey Monk forced to do her job. Right, Whiskey, right. Here we go.
And increased costs for all of us for the private insurance market when we have this much uncompensated care. It's hard to hold back the tears with how bad this bill really is, the impact that it will make.
Oh, look at the tears. I don't recall her crying when all of the Americans were suffering for the past 4 years. And she's crying about this bill. Where were those tears while Americans were suffering, dear? That's right. You didn't have any. I'll continue.
In Colorado, and especially in rural Colorado. So I will keep you updated, but right now we have 2 people who are likely going to vote no. We just need 2 more. Your voices matter. Reaching out, telling your stories makes a difference. So thank you for tuning in, for fighting back, and I will keep you updated.
Okay, what are your thoughts on that? Yes, Jammer. Caesar, this bill helps young working adults mostly. I don't have a problem with that. I don't either, Caesar. Right. Okay, let's continue.
Republicans cheering, destroying the poor in their own states.
Now you know who's talking. I know some of you may have eaten dinner. Try not to lose your dinner, but we have to listen to Joyless.
They're literally cheering for destroying poor people in their own states. This is repulsive. Y'all, creating a police state, ramping up ICE, turning it into the largest state police force in U.S. history, and gutting Medicaid in their own states. And they cheered and chanted USA.
Oh, it's a Joyless. Okay. So yeah, Tears. She's a bad actress. Yes. Lanita said the hair bleach in the bottle has gone to her brain. Girl, stop. Boom. She despises and hates white people so much, but she has blonde hair. She needs to go. Deport her. Please deport her. Here we go.
Freaking believable. Trying not to cuss. Unbelievable. Shame on them.
I got to admit, anytime I hear this, 14 million people are going to die because of Donald Trump. I'm sorry. I just glaze over like the rest of America. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I'm not suggesting USAID.
That's kind of a sad thing to say.
No, that's exactly that's what every decision Donald Trump makes. The world is ending. 20 million people are going to die. No one's going to make it out alive. That is the standard procedure for everything.
Take Donald Trump out of it. Take
My girl said, "Don't do that close up. It scared me. I'm going to have nightmares." My girls, I'm so sorry. Chicago Hood's laughing uncontrollably. This chat is on fire. Hit that like button, folks. If you will, share this stream on your social media pages. Bring more people into the conversation because I am laughing my you know what off. EC, how are you? Joy Reed drawing food stamp. Joy the tether baby. Boom. Listen to this crap that they're spewing.
Donald Trump out of it.
How can we take him? I mean, this is
Take him out of it. Take him out of it. America stops funding life-saving aid. Millions of people will die as a result. Does that matter to you?
If that's accurate, yes, that would matter to me. But the Secretary of State disagrees with that. And the Secretary of State would say, hey, I put in a request for $17 billion in foreign aid. It may not be to the levels of what Joe Biden or others.
That's true. Because boy.
All right. So I'm just saying, folks, these people they're losing it. They are absolutely losing it. And let me show you this bum. All right.
Medicaid in order to pay for tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans.
Hold on. And they're just making it just so sad.
Democrats are claiming.
Hold on.
Of a bill.
This legislation takes health care from 17 million people.
No.
17 million people will have fewer people will have health care after this. $1 trillion for Medicaid in order to pay for tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans. You could actually just do the middle class tax cuts and not the tax cuts for billionaires, and just not do the Medicaid tax cuts and Medicaid cuts.
You know what?
And people would have agreed with that. That would have been 67.
We're never going to agree to give.
We're
never going to agree to give Medicaid to illegal aliens. And
It's not illegal aliens. It's not illegal aliens.
To let people sit at home, able-bodied people.
You don't have to say
You see how when the truth starts coming out, they start talking over them. How you doing, Pure Bud? Hit the like button, please, dear. That's what they do. Caesar said Abby Phillips can leave too. Boom. Joy caking for her relatives on the run from ICE. Right. Pure blood. No, they won't learn. That's what they do. Richard Quimby, how are you? Giving free benefits to over 15 million illegals. And what do you think is going to happen? Right. They have bankrupted this country almost. Jeez. Happy to help the crippled and crazy. No love for the lazy. Boom. Libs never want to give tax cuts to the people who pay taxes. Lord Jammer, make it make sense. I'll take a tax cut. Why am I being penalized and having to subsidize people who won't work? Absolutely right. They want to stick it to you. Why do you think, Lord Jammer, you were here? The Biden administration hired an additional 87,000, right? IRS agents. For what? To come after us to get more money. I have a problem with that. These libs that are crying now, I haven't heard them say a thing about that. They were okay with that. Just milking us for every single nickel. Okay, my girl. The truth for some is a hard pill to swallow. My girls, yes. BBB, yes, pure blood. They lie, and then they start talking over someone who's getting ready to tell the truth. Here we go.
On healthcare in the
And we know this guy's an idiot. How long did he talk? 9-10 hours. He needs to go. Can we deport him?
United States of America, people will die. Tens of thousands, perhaps year after year after year, as a result of the Republican assault on the health care of the American people.
What about the millions of Americans, again, who did not have access and still do not have access to health care, but people who broke laws and came across the border illegally, they received everything. I never saw him saying anything. Ruby, was I asleep? Did I miss it? I'm so over these people. Auto pen lady, pure blood. Yeah.
Sad. I never thought that I'd be on the House floor saying that this is a crime scene.
The crime scene, sir, is what has been done to the American people for the last 4 years. That's the crime scene when Americans were what? Ignored. And you had to be an illegal to get anything. That's the crime scene, sir. Not to mention the thousands of American citizens who were crime victims as a result of the Biden-Harris administration opening the floodgates for everyone. Some Americans were unalived. Some Americans were robbed. Some Americans were assaulted. Some Americans were SA'd. You said nothing. So I have nothing for you.
And House Democrats want no part of it.
I mean,
that guy is nuts. I'll let this play and then we'll be done with it.
Political anthropologists are going to look back at this and it's going to be called a mass extinction event because a lot of them going to be extinct when people go to the polls voting for this. I promise you, this thing is it's like 25, 26 points underwater already. And we hadn't even started our education program.
I genuinely don't understand how anybody is okay right now. Like this bill that just passed, big, beautiful bill, big piece of shit bill, it will take the health care from so many people. So many people are going to die. Veterans are going to die.
Veterans and poor people are already dying because they didn't do anything to help them. They helped the illegals. I'll continue.
People are going to die. Kids whose families can't afford treatment are going to die. So many people.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's enough of her. And I was looking at a video yesterday. They're just people walking around Philadelphia. Hakeem lives in a gated community, Lanita, but he's out here. Oh, the poor. You don't do anything for the poor now, nor have you ever. Stop the lies. As my students would say, stop the cap. I think that's the word they use for lie. So don't want to hear it. I don't. And they don't get it. And again, they're going to continue to lose. So Trump is taking away their health care and their food stamps and all of their government benefits. Oh, God. Oh, what's going to happen? Oh, my God. Stop it. Hit that like button, folks, and share this stream out. And James Carville is a piece of trash. Gail Tripp, how you doing? All of these people are nuts. He's still angry with the Democrats because they wouldn't listen to him, and that's why they keep losing. So, hey, I love it. We keep winning, and they keep losing. So the welfare apocalypse is upon us, according to them, of course. Get the likes up. Yeah, hit the like button. Share this stream out. Thank you so much, Lord Jammer, my protector. So the Dems are spewing lies. They're not educating the people about the actual bill. They're just, oh my God, you know, your Medicaid, your snaps. Trump's trying to make it more efficient. Again, there are so many instances of waste, fraud, and abuse. They never complain about that. What about work requirements? And non-citizens in this bill, from what I haven't read all of it, but from what I read, non-citizens, in other words, i.e. illegals, they will not be able to take advantage of these social safety nets that were developed for Americans. Okay, i.e. Medicaid, SNAP, Section 8, because we know they came over here and it was just come one, come all. And there's no other country you can go to and do that. Thank you, Biden and Harris. So the social safety nets are for American citizens. But Gail said, better than I deserve. Oh, Gail, we're glad you're here, dear. What I'm saying, folks, is that Americans, elderly, disabled, let's take care of them. Everyone else, you need to figure it out. All of these jobs that are opening up, thanks to ICE. I don't give a care if you don't, oh, I don't want to do this. Well, if you, in the Bible, it says if you don't work, you don't eat. If I'm wrong, someone tell me. No illegals getting trans surgeries either. No, pay for your own trans surgery. Lord Jammer, it's nothing but scare tactics. Yeah, with the Dems. Republicans need to go on offense promoting the bill to America. Yes, pure blood. What the heck she thinks has been happening to America for the past 4 years. That's what I'm saying. Pure blood. They get on social media and they're just crying and things are so horrible. I didn't see any of these people the past 4 years. What the heck? Trump is trying to stop waste, fraud, and abuse, and they're trying to scare people. I totally agree with you, Miss. Yeah, Tina, yes. Many of these government programs, especially healthcare. Now, those of us who have healthcare, we pay through the roof to subsidize the people who can't pay. So many of these government programs, people, is the reason why responsible people who have private insurance have such high rates. Now, for years, state employees, state of North Carolina, we had Blue Cross Blue Shield. I mean, my whole 27-year career. This past year, it just switched over to Aetna. Thanks to Tina, let me know that was coming. Tina Joyner. And so, people, how you doing, Jelly Bean? I'll go. It is sad. Hit the like button for me, Jelly Bean. Jelly Bean. If you're enjoying this content, hit the like button and share on your Facebook page, Truth Social, if you have it. Ruby, here's the gag. Not many coming to the U.S. are coming for a better life. They figured out the welfare system in one end. Boom. But what did the Dems say? Oh, no, they're all coming over here to work. Look, I have friends that are in social work, and that's a bald-faced lie. They're not all coming over here to work. You said it, Ruby, that my friends that are social workers tell me, no, they're all not, they're all coming over here. They're all hard workers. That is a bald-faced lie because, honey, Americans can't even get in the welfare line. They have them full. So stop it with that lie. Aetna's my insurance. Okay, Laura, yeah, they just changed it for the state of North Carolina. Why? I don't know. We've had Blue Cross Blue Shield since the beginning of time. Yeah, hit the like button and share the stream out. Thank you so much. So anyway, we have to subsidize the people who are dependent. I don't have a problem with that for people who need it legitimately. Disabled people, elderly people. Boom, let's take care of those people. Everyone else, you need to figure it out. And if you're poor, don't have any more children. Democrats and liberals have people living irresponsibly. You're poor, you have 3 kids, boom, here comes another. That doesn't make sense to me. Make it make sense. Maybe I'm slow and maybe I don't have more than 2 brain cells. I'm looking in the comments section. Can someone explain it to me? America is not a free for all. It was the last 4 years, wasn't it, Tina? Thank God that's been stopped. Get out, get a job. And again, the Democrats keep saying, oh no, they all just want to come over here and work. And a lot of the immigrants, I looked at a video today. This guy, he's from the Congo, Africa. And he was a police officer here in North Carolina. Then he was up in Portland, Oregon. He was arrested by ICE because his papers ran out. And so he was telling some sad story. Bye, deport, deport, deport. Sorry, not sorry. A lot of these immigrants, if you have been here, they come over here, they talk trash about Americans. Americans are lazy. Americans are this, Americans are that. I'm not feeling sorry for you. Goodbye. I'm not the one to feel sorry for you. You come over here and you trash Americans. Now your butt is in a sling and you want us to feel sorry for you, and I'm not. I am not. We're not getting the best and brightest. We're getting the lowest common denominator. I remember that in math. They think America's a movie. Yeah, if I were Hispanic, I would be insulted by the Democrats only wanting them to go do grunt work and clean toilet. Yeah, you're not taking our people. Newsflash, especially Black Americans. These were the same people that tried to keep you enslaved during slavery. Listen to the words they're saying now. It's not that they love these immigrants. Who's gonna clean the toilet? Who's gonna sweep the trash? And they're like, you're not taking our people. They did the same thing with slaves. Do your research, people. Stop it. Whew. So anyway, we have to subsidize. I tell you, I don't mind subsidizing elderly people and truly disabled people. Hit the like button, folks. And please share this stream out on your various forms of social media. Lanita says, I retired back in the day with a good PPO, and now they charge me $30 less with full Medicare. Thank God I'm healthy and never used my benefits. I see folks running to the doctor for a hangnail. Boom. I've been pretty blessed in that department as well, Lanita. Thank God for my age. I don't have diabetes, high blood pressure, and all those other things that come with people my age. Lord Jammer, that's right. Get the likes up. Thank you, love. So we have to pay more to subsidize the people who can't pay. Pure blood. Able-bodied means able-bodied. Means you must go to work like the rest of us. All right. I have some more clips to share with you. And let me see. This woman is all over the place. Okay, let me show you Pink Book. Now, you know, Pink Book Lessons calls them out too. She calls people out on their nonsense. And I love it. Hit the like button, hit the share button, please. And she was getting like, what, 3,000? So I tell you, this woman who says that she cannot work, look her up. She's making videos all day. Natural Africanism. How you doing? Hit the like button, please. Listen to this lady. She's nuts, saying she can't work.
What it is there for. Do they expect?
Now, let me let you read that. She was getting $3,300 in food stamps, $900 in cash, and Section 8 housing for a family of 8. I had 6 kids because of the welfare. How do they expect me to pay this all back? Okay, so yeah, she's a piece of.
Expect me to have 6 kids with 4 different fathers and not be on welfare? What am I supposed to do?
So again, she should. I'm surprised she wasn't voting for the Curry Queen. How you doing, Natural Africanism? Hit the like button, dear. Why would you go on social media and tell people that you are an irresponsible so-called adult? I would go somewhere and hide. Shame is a thing of the past. Social media has people out of their freaking minds. Yes. Chris, that sucks. Go to work. Keep your legs closed. They're not going to do that. Their bad behavior is subsidized by us and incentivized by the Democrats. Charles, I'm a retired military man. I'm also electricity. How you doing, Charles? Hit the like button, dear. You had 6 kids with multiple men because you okay, Jammer. Jammer. I'm gonna type what she is. This is what she is. I just typed it. Oh, so anyway, here she goes.
Expect me to pay for my own daycare. They expect me to pay for my own food, my own diapers. They expect me to pay rent. I can't pay rent. I have 6 kids. I have to keep a roof over. I have to keep a roof over their head. No, I have been on.
But she's on TikTok making videos all day, but she can't get a job. Roby, make shame great again. Yes, she's for the yeah.
Welfare since I was 19 years old.
She's been on welfare since she was 19. Lori, I don't mind the older people. Right, Lori? That's my mantra. People with genuine disabilities, not lazy, to get food stamps and welfare. But these young kids, they should not have it because they can work. Lori, say it for the people in the back. That's my issue. And the people who've never paid into the system get everything. Now, this woman said she's been on it since she was 19.
When I was pregnant with my first child, who is now 15. I've written it all down to give you guys a clearer picture, okay? Okay, so I received 3,300 in EBT food stamps a month. Okay, that is just food. $900 in cash benefits. I also get Section 8 housing, okay? So they pay for most of my rent. I pay like $70-some, and then half of water. Okay. With them requiring me to pay back the last 12 months, add all that up, my TikTok income should not be considered a job. That should just be extra. I can't get my whole welfare shut off because I am monetizing on TikTok.
So she's making videos all day on TikTok. Why don't you get a real job and make some real money? You have 6 children. You need to go to work.
There's no possible way that I can support my family on that. So, Michigan, do better.
She's in Michigan. She's telling the state of Michigan to do better. She should have voted for the Curry Queen. She's for the back street. 6 kids, 4 different fathers. Caesar, she's a disgrace. No, there is no shame. Pure blood. They're low IQ. We shouldn't have to pay for your kids. Get the money from your baby daddies. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
You're not cutting my crap off. Not happening.
Ma'am, you should do better. Why did you go around having all these kids you couldn't afford? I just don't get it. It's like the people with no money, they're the ones that end up having all the kids but can't afford them. Do you know how much it costs to raise a child today? It's over $310,000 per child. That's the cost to raise a kid right now for 17 years. And that's for children born around 2015. Now that it's a decade later, it's probably closer to $500,000 per child for children born around 2024 and 25. Ma'am, if you couldn't provide your own shelter, a roof over your head, and your child's head, there's no reason you should have been pregnant in the first place. That's the first step. If you can't afford to at least rent an apartment and provide basic needs, then you have no business laying up with anybody doing anything. You need to get your behind up and get your life together. You have a bunch of people complaining about changes in food stamps. This one right here was complaining about Michigan. You also have even more people complaining about Trump too. They think they deserve to live on food stamps for I don't know how long, I guess forever. We're about to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for people who on Section 8 and on any government assistance. Trump said no more. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy like I got kicked off of Section 8 2 years ago and just started paying regular rent. It's hard, but what about all these people who can barely pay this stuff?
Hey family, I'm back. I found out something else. I don't know if y'all heard or not, but Trump is getting rid of that Section 8 and EBT for these people that don't want to get out here and go to work. Your time is up, baby. Y'all, I know most people like us really not feeling Trump, but I'm kind of feeling him on what he's saying about this. Now, how many of y'all have family members, friends, people you know that's been living off Section 8 for 20 years?
All of us know people like that.
They rent $3.
Yeah, an able-bodied adult on Section 8 for 20 years is crazy work.
That's crazy.
They don't go to work. Not that they can't go to work. They don't want to go to work. Now, let me say this on the sidebar. They do have some people that need Section 8. Mm-hmm. Some people that, medically, they can't go to work. Or, they just can't physically. I get it. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to these ones that your mama been on Section 8 all her life, and she ripping and running and doing this and doing that. And then you seen she was on Section 8, paid $3 rent. So now you, as a young girl, because you done got pregnant and you got a baby, you go run out there and get on Section 8, and you ain't working, and you having child after child after child, and y'all all on Section 8 getting food stamps, $1,000 a month. And
it's a lifestyle for some people. It's meant to be a social safety net, not a lifestyle, people. And so, again, I think that's another reason why I just despise the Democrats, because with them, it's a hedonistic lifestyle. You don't do anything wrong, do what you feel, live the way you want. There are no repercussions. And I hate that. I despise it. If special ed adults can work, these lazy folks can work too. Boom. What's their disability? Laziness, right? Chris, I said it before you joined the chat. Laziness is not a disability. That's a state of mind. Not like they were blind like I was. Ticks me off. Yes, Chris, it does, because they're living off the rest of us. Yes, hit the like button, folks. Here we go.
No, that's all about to stop. That's who I'm talking to.
Right. They sit up having baby after baby after baby and couldn't even afford the first one. That's crazy. Yeah, these people need to stop being rewarded for having children they can't afford. You're not supposed to go around having babies and expect everybody else to take care of them. That's your responsibility. Listen, if you can't afford to take care of yourself, that's a telltale sign. You're not qualified to be getting pregnant or getting a woman pregnant. Only grown people, and I'm not calling out a specific age. I'm talking about grown enough to provide for yourself. You don't have to stay at mommy or daddy's house. The moment you can afford your shelter is the moment you're grown enough.
Okay? Trump said that's enough. So for us people that goes to work, that's working, he said you got to have at least 30 hours. Okay? 30 hours a week to qualify for the program. All right? So most of us that work on a regular basis, 30 hours ain't nothing to us. This is what we do. So guess what? We gonna be the ones walking around in the grocery store with the big baskets because we deserve it.
That's right.
All these years, they've been letting people with no job.
Yep.
They walking around with 2-3 baskets full of groceries, and us hardworking people
with steaks and shrimp and lobster and all that stuff. We've seen people in the grocery stores with the big, huge shopping carts full of food. They want to be on TikTok, smoke weed all day, and play video games. Expect us to pay for it. Yes, Jammer. I don't like that because I'm out working. Tina, yeah, it's sad for the children that are born into this chaos. Oh my God. Yes, Vipa, hit the like button, folks. Here we go.
We got a little handheld basket with 2-3 items in there because that's all we have left out of our check. Mm-hmm. And they sitting around getting fat food, eating lobsters and shrimp and crabs and all this other good food, and we can't even eat that. And we the ones going to work. So I'm glad Trump didn't flip the switch, baby. So all y'all that's living it up right now, that's able-bodied to go to work, and you're choosing not to go to work, you better get ready. Because, baby, y'all finna get them notices. And them notices gonna come soon. And like he said, real quick. And those of us that go to work, mm-hmm. we ought to be able to go and apply for some food stamps and see what it feels like.
The sad part is what she just said, Vipa, Tina, Lord Jammer, Chicago Hood, Lanita, Caesar, Chris. Those of us who've actually worked and contributed to the system, if we try to go, God forbid we have something happen and we can't work, we try to go get something, we can't get anything. And if you're like me and you've been working for several years, you have subsidized a lot of people. And that's what another thing that, you know, makes me angry about the setup of the program. My thing is this: those of us who've always worked and contributed, if something happens to us, you know, a heart attack or something, we can't work anymore, we need to be eligible. You're not giving us anything. You're giving me some of my money back that you took out of my check to subsidize the people who would not work. Can I get an amen? I've seen it. The people who've worked and contributed, if they try to go get something, like I said, if they have an illness or whatever, oh, well, you can't get it. You're $2 over the limit. How you doing, Arturo? Yes. And I have I've always had a problem with that. People that have always contributed. You've been taking money out of our checks since Prosperity, since we started working. So if Vipa, my girls, Arturo, Prosperity, Florida, Caesar, Tina, if anyone in this chat needs assistance, they're not giving you anything. They're giving you some of your money back. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Here we go.
To be able to go on the line and slide a card with pride. Because it's not for the ones that don't have nothing. It's for the ones that's working to have something.
Right.
It's our turn now, y'all. So I'm telling y'all right now, if you're able to go to work, you better get out there and start filling out them applications.
That's right.
If you want to have a place to live, it's time to get up and stop being lazy. Because, baby, this is not the American way no more. Trump said no. And y'all can be mad all you want to. I told you, things are changing. You ain't gonna like it, but guess what? You got to go with it. So that's what I got for y'all today. No more Section 8 EBT for people that don't want to go to work. Y'all time is up.
Okay, how many of you agree with this young lady? And I agree wholeheartedly. Charles, how you doing? I'm in. Yes. I work. I just got cut off Medicaid because apparently I make too much. So now I'm trying to get insurance. See what I'm saying, Lord Jammer? Someone who's worked, someone who's contributed. When you need assistance, where is the assistance for you? That's what I have an issue with. People who have contributed to the system, take care of those people. How about that? Laurie, I see the big basket of groceries, more than half of it's filled with processed food, and the welfare thing, the 10th and the 16th of the month, that's when the welfare people come in. Oh, okay. Thank you, Laurie. I didn't know that. Oh, Ruby said, in the words of James Brown, get up off of that thing. Try to do something. Lanita, in my town, the housing authority apartments have whole families, aunts, uncles, grannies, etc. During the pandemic, they were buying steaks and seafood while renting Dodge Charger Hellcats with government checks. Yes, Tina, I grow tomatoes, cucumbers. I have a little garden. Yes, Tina, I agree with her too. And let me go over. I have another video. So again, take care of the people who have contributed. The whole system needs to be revamped. And let me show you this. This other crazy lady talking about Trump's cutting her food stand. Then I'm going to take you to TikTok. These people are just nuts. And they give you 1,000 reasons as to why they can't work. Then we'll go to TikTok because TikTok is a whole piece of work in itself. Here we go.
Else is on Medicaid. My husband, me, our baby daughter. Okay, we're all on Medicaid. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to have the birth control in my arm that I have. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to have the antidepressants that I have at no cost to me. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to go to therapy to continue to be the mom I am to the 3 kids and 2 separate houses that I have to do. Without Medicaid, my daughter wouldn't be able to go and get her vaccines and go and get all of the things that she needs as an 18-month-old baby. Without Medicaid, my husband wouldn't be able to go and get the medications.
So she's talking about the big, beautiful bill and how it's going to hurt her and her family. How you doing, Chris? No more government paid babies. Yes. Thank God. Stop it. I love it. Hit the like button for me, please, folks. We're almost to 80. Thank you. Chris, if you have Facebook, please share the stream out, love. Thank you. Thank God I can grow my own food. Yes, Tina.
That he needs and the treatment that he needs for his disability. Without Medicaid, not a single person in my house would have health care. We are low income. Our only income is my husband's SSI. We're on food stamps. We use food pantries. Okay? Without Medicaid, we would never be healthy. And for us, it's not even like body, it's all mental. For my husband, for me, and then we have a baby who needs Medicaid for vaccines, who needs Medicaid for, I already have 2 children who are diagnosed with autism. So what if she ends up getting diagnosed with autism? We need Medicaid. We need Medicaid. And if you live in America, everybody deserves free healthcare. That's it.
The entitlement. So yeah, suck it up, Buttercup. Charles says, hey, don't forget about the legalist people from other countries. Yeah. Well, the illegals get they get for everything free. Well, Americans have to pay.
I can't, bro. Honestly, I can't. It is so much wrong with this. I can probably talk for the next 30 minutes on what's wrong, how we need to solve for it.
The entitlement, right? I'll let him talk for a couple of minutes and I have another video to show you.
But the first question that I have is, I don't believe that people that are in this situation that's not actually contributing to society, I don't believe that they deserve to have a vote that counts as much as my vote, as a person that pours into society, as a person that, in my opinion, is overtaxed, is burdened with being overtaxed. And one of my biggest problems is how much I am giving over to the federal government.
How many times have you, if you've been here for a while, you've heard me ranting and raving about the taxes I have to pay. Ruby, this, okay, and what Anton is saying, I'm in agreement with. Ruby, my 94-year-old father gets $27 a month on EBT and just stopped working 6 months ago because of his health. Bull, right, Ruby? Now, your father at 94, if we calculated, he's probably donated millions of dollars because, you know, I mean, he's 94. They started working when they were children. I mean, small children. He's probably made millions throughout his lifetime, and this is all they're giving him. That's my issue. Give that man some of that money that you've taken out of his check all his life. My girls, maybe they should go back to school and learn how to read so they know what the big, beautiful bill actually says. Girl, you are mental because you seem to see, you can't seem to see you need a job. I don't even get Medicaid because I would have to pay for it when I get my Social Security check. So I have the Medicare emergency only. Connie, how you doing, dear? That's okay. Yeah, so they have this entitlement. And then there's another, let me show you. Let me stop sharing this one. But again, that's the liberal way. Everyone else should have to take care of me. Pure blood, get a job. I'm with you, pure blood. And I think he had another video. Like I said, these people are just crashing out. Oh my God, my welfare, my food stamps. Oh God. There's one more on here, I think. Okay, no, I've already played that. Okay, so I'm going to TikTok. I'll go to TikTok, and you know TikTok is something. Hit the like button, folks, if you will. Also, where's my TikTok? All right, I got to get it to pop up. Here we go. Pure blood. Medicare is a privilege, not a right. Pure blood. I agree, but these nutsies. Let me show you some of the nutsies on. And once I pull this page up, again, this woman is on TikTok all day long. You can get out and get a regular job, ma'am. Stop being a lazy bum. So I'll show you some of this and then we'll go to some of the people. All right, let me see. Welfare Queen brags. Okay. So I'm going to show you some of the people that are glad it's being canceled. Then I'm going to show you some of the bums, the idiots that brag about how they're actually scamming the system. If I can get those, let me see. All right, so you're here with me. If you can, okay. So again, look at this. Look at this first. When I typed in welfare benefits being removed, look at who popped up. Look familiar? Hit the like button, folks. We're almost to 90 likes. And she did this one 9 hours ago. Let's see what she's saying. This is what she does instead of getting a job.
Since I have been able to eat anything.
Now,
5 days since I have been able to eat.
She's on here complaining about she hasn't eaten in 5 days. Okay, so let me start it from the beginning. If you can make sure let me know you can see and hear everything, so I can just let it play. This lady is nuts.
5 days since I have been able to eat anything. Why, may you ask? Why haven't you eaten 5 days, Courtney? Well, because Donald Trump decided to change the rules when you collect welfare benefits, food stamps, cash assistance, Section 8, disability, whatever it is. So I have been cut off. I have never worked a day in my life. I have 6 kids, 6 mouths to feed, 4 baby daddies. Okay, I don't receive child support. I don't have any income. I've never had a job. I'm not ever going to have a job. I don't want a job. The whole point of having the kids was to get government benefits. I have been collecting almost $10,000 a month in government benefits for 13 years. And now they just strip it from me. They take it from me. How the hell am I supposed to feed my kids? How am I supposed to pay rent? This is bullshit. Not only that, I have over 335,000 followers, and not one person has offered to help me. What's the point of having all these followers if they don't care, right? It is your responsibility as a taxpayer to support me and my kids. So support me.
So she's gone to asking her followers on TikTok to send her money. And you know, Arturo, where is the shame? She has no shame. This is what she does. When Hannaford took over a local grocery store, I had all my health insurance taken away from me, everything I didn't have. Health insurance for quite a few years, so I'm on Medicaid now and I'm happy. Laurie, yes, good deal. So girl, you have videos on where you're going to eat out from. Yeah. So, woo. Okay. So, okay. So here's this lady. See what she's saying.
Elon is cutting off welfare queens and moochers on the government dime. And frankly, I'm here for it. I know a lot of you are upset about it, but I'm not upset because the biggest welfare queens they are Republicans. They're conservatives. They are socialists. They love government money. Farming subsidies, anyone? Corporate bailouts, anybody? Red state welfare is always so deep in the budget. And it's because red states, they always take more than they put in. Always. Mississippi and Kentucky get $2 to $3 for every $1 they put into the federal budget. So who's really the welfare queen? Sounds like to me, the problem with spending up to this point has been subsidizing red states who don't take care of their own constituents and citizens with their own tax plans in their own states. So nope, I don't feel no sorrow about Elon cutting off welfare queens. If we're going to stop everybody from getting paid, we need to start right there, because I'm about tired of subsidizing folks in other states when I shouldn't have to.
All right. Let me see these people who are on here bragging. And so they're ruining it for everyone else. Let me see. And I mean, I've seen some videos. They buying all this food. Oh my God. Let me see. Remember this guy who was bragging? He was deported. Hit the like button. Pure blood. She doesn't look like she's starving. No. Watch her nose start growing when she's lying like a rug. Ask Pelosi. She might help. Oh, that's a joke. Oh my God. Let me see. Oh my God. That woman. She has no shame. Let me see.
Somebody need to enlighten me. There was a lady on here saying that she was getting about $10,000 a month in subsidies for her and her 6 kids and getting housing and everything. But she's got 7.5 million followers. And then she's saying, oh, well, you guys are at fault. I lost all my benefits. Now, baby girl, close those legs, call those daddies, and get a job.
Hey.
I think she'd been on here bragging about being on the system and laying in bed all day doing nothing. But we see she's not laying in bed all day doing nothing. She's sitting there eating all day, looks like to me. Big back, big back, big back, big back. Hit the like button, folks. Here we go. Look at her comments over here.
I don't work. I like being on the system and letting them do the working for me. Wow. They take care of me. And wow, I just lay in the bed all day and do nothing.
Well, she's not laying in the bed doing nothing. Looks like she's laying in the bed eating all day. Big Bertha's a big shame. My girl, behave. We shouldn't have to pay for your kids, honey boo boo, and Big Bertha. Yeah.
Do I look serious?
What a disgrace. So it's people like that. Again, they're on here bragging about their welfare. And that, you know, there she is. She's all over the place. Now she's asking her followers for money. And that, some of those crazy people are going to give her money. I wanted to see some more people who were bragging. Let me see. I've seen her. She was bragging about she was buying designer clothes and things.
Says y'all hating on me because I live rent free and I can afford the luxuries that y'all dream about for me and my kids. I'm going to continue to buy my luxury bags while the government pay my rent. I'm going to continue to go on trips and do the things that me and my kids love to do while y'all struggle to pay for a grocery bill and I'm swiping my EBT card. Says y'all hating on me.
So it's people like this, again. And look at her. She is everywhere. Oh my girl, go get you some teeth. Yeah, she is all over the place. She's a disgrace.
Okay, you guys, yes. I am a mother of 7 kids. 7 kids. I had my first child at 14 years old. Yes, I had my first child at 14 years old. I do not regret it. He is well, healthy, and he's 19 right now. God, praise God. Yes, you guys, I have 7 kids, 7 different baby daddies. Yeah, 7 different baby daddies. I heard it. You heard it right here. 7 different baby daddies, 7 kids. Had my first child at age 14. Yes, and I do receive 3K, 3,000 in EBT food stamps. Yes, 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 yes. We are so happy. We are so blessed. We are very thankful. Yes, we are happy where we're at in life right now. We are happy. Yes, we are happy. Yes, yes, yes. Like I said, it's gonna be haters, you know, people gonna be jealous and all that. Y'all can keep y'all little comments, but at the end of the day, my kids are taken care of. That all that matters, okay? That's it. That's all that matters. We ain't worried about y'all. Peace.
Who was it? Someone said in the comment section, please bring Shane back again. People, again, social media. Oh my God, what a disgrace. Gail said it's not jealousy, it's disgust. Facts.
Hey, yo, people, I just got to share my opinion regarding this 26-year-old woman with 6 children. Now, I'm not here to bash anyone having multiple children. That's your choice. Like, that's the beauty of being able to choose what you want to do. Okay? But my thing is this. If you have children that you can't afford and you need government assistance, you shouldn't be having them.
That's
you
right.
should not have the right just to keep having all these babies just because you have the ability to get pregnant or have somebody impregnate you and then depend on government assistance to feed those children. That's irresponsible. All that, I'm a good mom, I take care of my kids, I read to them, I cook for them. My thing with this too, ladies, you got to control your reproductive life to be able to control your life. And what do I mean? If you're having babies every year, every 2 years, what goals do you have for yourself?
None.
Do you have any goals within the next 2 to 5 to 10 years? How does that look with all these children you're having? Will you be able to achieve those goals? We as women have other goals in life that we should be achieving besides just motherhood. And that's what you want. That's what you want. Then be able to afford it. Marry a gentleman that can take care of you and all your children. But if you having children with multiple men, and then you expect us to care for them, meaning pay for their food, pay for their housing, off of government assistance, then you're a failure. I hate to say that.
Yep, she's right.
Because you're not failing. I hate to say it like that, but I mean the term failure, just meaning that you've given up financially supporting your children and you're waiting for the government to kick in. Now, I feel like welfare needs to be reformed because once these women realize they don't have that,
that's right.
They don't have that, that safety net. Because what they say, oh, I don't need him. I'm just going to put him in my food stamp card. I don't need him. I'm just going to, You don't need the man, but you need the government. Nah, I feel like it should be a 3-kid limit. If you have 4 children and you on welfare, you and that baby daddy, that 4th child, got to work it the fuck out. It's not our problem.
Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, everyone remember this guy that was bragging? Like I said, thank God he's the remember he was talking about hard. I'm getting your hard working. I have your tax money. He is gone. I just wanted to put this up so you can see his picture. You can remember him when he was bragging. But yeah, so yeah, that is what we're dealing with. Look at her. She's in all these videos, but she can't get a job. And that woman who was talking about she and her kids are doing fine. Well, I guess so, on the taxpayer's dime. That's crazy work. And to brag about that again, that no shame. And now again, there's so many scams where people are getting busted all the time, because they're scamming the system. All right. So anyway, let me see. All right, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you in reference to that. So what are your thoughts on that, folks? Hit that like button. We're almost to 90. Can I get 3 more people to hit that? How you doing, Trapper Johnny? What child support is for? Right. If they even know who the father is. John Jay, these videos are all low vibration people. You can find simple people. They are a dime a dozen. John, I'm saying I wish that Trump would add an addendum so that, again, if you're on government assistance, so all these people, oh, you're not going to take my reproductive rights. If you can't provide for your children, your rights need to be taken away. I'm sorry, but sorry, not sorry. For those that don't know, at one point in this country, we had forced sterilization. So people who were considered, of course, they sterilized minorities, they sterilized welfare, career criminals. Boom. Right, my girls. They sterilized people, who were born with deformities, and they said they were, had mental issues. They did that. So I say, with insurance, what about free market to lower our costs? Those of us who are actually paying for it. That's the answer. We need more competition. Hit the like button and share this stream out, people. Some states have government entities where they have regulated the healthcare business, and some are like a monopoly. So what are your thoughts on that? So local regional hospital, Gale, they did that in the late 70s. Oh, wow. Bus drivers needed, starts $20 an hour. Get those applications in. Ruby, I've been talking about all these places that have been raided by ICE. There are jobs. So they better be glad I'm not running the show. If you were not elderly and you did not have a disability, you would not be receiving government assistance. And so for them to sit there, it's so sad to raise children in that type of environment. You're raising them in a scam type environment. So what do they learn? Those are the morals that you are teaching those kids. So you're a horrible excuse for a parent. So, local regional hospital systems protected by government regulations, we know that makes it very difficult for startup hospitals. If they can cut the government out of it, I think I mentioned that earlier, that would be the best. Better prices for us, the people who can actually afford it. And again, I do not have a problem subsidizing for elderly people, for people who are disabled. I don't mind. Okay, I don't mind taxation as long as I have some representation and you're not spending it on illegals. So elderly, disabled, for people who only watch 2 minutes of the video, please don't leave nasty comments. Some people do need government assistance. We're not bashing. We're bashing the people who are using it fraudulently. Okay, these high calorie people that we're talking about, like the first cow we looked at, who claims that she was healthy. So government stats, folks, 44%, look it up. 44% of women, people who receive food stamps, are obese. Look it up. 44% of SNAP recipients are obese. And most of them are on Medicaid because obesity leads to all kinds of health issues. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Let me ask you, look at the Great Depression's pictures. Who was standing in those lines? I did not see their people during that time talking about we need to get our people off this welfare system. Okay, John. And everyone during the Great Depression, John, everyone was in the lines. That was a bad, horrific time for America. If we ever get reparations, they must be excluded. Prosperity, I don't know who you're referencing, dear. I must have missed a comment. So anyway, if they're obese, they have no incentives to try to improve their health. And we know obesity leads to a whole plethora of other health issues. So many of the poor, if you look at the people who are called poor in America, many of them are obese. And other people in other countries are looking at us like, how are you poor? So they have a sense of entitlement. Only in America do you have the poor starving and obese at the same time. Boom. Make it make sense, right? They're starving, but they're poor. They're poor and starving, and they're obese, all at the same time. John, did I answer your question, dear? Hit the like button, please, folks. We're all 8 away from 100. Can we get 100 likes again? Oh my God, we're doing so well. So people have no shame. At one point in this country, people were ashamed to admit that they were on government assistance. Social media has pretty much eroded that idea. Now everyone they're on there, no shame. Oh, I would run and hide. When I look at a lot of the things that these people say on social media, I would be so ashamed of myself. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you. You know, I'll be live again tomorrow. Oh, I had one more short clip to share with you. Don't believe all of these videos that they're showing you. Remember the MS-13 gang member? Yeah, get the likes up, folks. We're almost to 100. And they were talking about, oh, he was beaten and he was treated horribly. I found a video. That guy, let me show you this. And I hate to get off topic, but don't let them bamboozle you and feel bad. Remember, they told us that Abrego Garcia was tortured and they weren't feeding him and all these horrible things. I found this video. He was at a freaking country club type scene. Let me show you this. And I was like, I've got to show them. Has anyone seen this video? Because remember, they just told us how horribly Abrego Garcia and the Democrats were going to El Salvador to check on him. Let me show you this and then we'll go. So if they weren't feeding him and if he was being tortured, how did he gain weight when he was there? Look at this video.
El Salvador President Nayib Bukele has released a video showing Kilmar Abrego Garcia apparently thriving during his imprisonment. Bukele refuted the migrant's claims that he was tortured while in custody. Abrego Garcia, who a judge ruled was erroneously deported by the Trump administration to El Salvador and then returned after a court order. Garcia can be seen in the video gardening, playing soccer, fishing, and enjoying other leisurely activities while imprisoned in his home country. Abrego Garcia said he was kicked and hit so often after arrival that by the following day, he had visible bruises and lumps all over his body. He said he and 20 others were forced to kneel all night long, and guards hit anyone who fell.
You see that person laying there in that bed sleeping? That was him. All of these lies that they have spewed. Yes, Vipa. Oh.
Abrego Garcia was first held at the country's Terrorism Confinement Center, or CCOT, a notorious anti-terrorism prison, in March and then transferred to a lower security facility in Santa Ana in mid-April. Bukele does not say which prison the footage was taken from. According to court documents, Abrego Garcia's physical condition deteriorated quickly upon arrival at CCOT, and within 2 weeks, he lost roughly 31 pounds. But Bukele pushed back against those claims, claiming he actually put on weight and released video evidence to refute claims of torture. The video shows Abrego Garcia in seemingly good spirits, playing chess and soccer, working out with fellow inmates, doing gardening and relaxing while watching a widescreen television in his cell, among other leisurely activities. Bukele went on to rip the mainstream media for seemingly believing the claims.
Again, lies, lies, lies. That's why when I found this, I know it's off topic, but I wanted to share this with you because they're just like, oh, he's being mistreated. They're not feeding him. They're torturing him. Look at this guy. None of that happened. Lies from the Democrats.
Senator from Maryland.
Senator Van Hollen, instead of taking care of his constituents, the people who voted for him, he's down there with an MS-13 gang member. Okay, that looks like Ruby. Say it for the people in the back. Yes, Tina, they told the American people all these lies, and then this was released.
I did not get that sense. Look, you never know, but I asked him if was okay. He said yes. He said he has a blood pressure condition. He has seen a doctor. So, on a very cursory examination, it appeared okay.
Look like looked like he living a life. Remember they was telling all those lies. Margo Tamara, how you doing, love? Margaritas and let me see what she said. And a vacation on the taxpayer's dime. Boom. Margo Tamara, wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker salt. Some people say that there's a man to blame, but I know. Here we go. Look at his muffin top stomach. He said he lost 30 pounds. He gained weight. Look at that roll. And I don't mean yeast roll either. Look at that belly roll. See that? So Jimmy Buffett, yes, Lord Jammer. So we cannot believe these lies. This is that guy was like a country Ruby. I mean, he was at a country club, looked like to me. Gail, yes. High on the hog, yes. Right, Maga? Yes, Lord Jammer. So they told us all these lies. Oh, hit the like button, folks. Here we go. Job for 9. How you doing, love? Thank you for the super chat. New subby. Everyone say hello to Job for 9. Job for 9, I am sending you some hearts in the comment section. We welcome you to the Rollins Reviews channel. And as you can see, we are going to continue to expose the lies of the lamestream media. Chicago Hood, there will be no reparation. They already been paid in welfare since the 40s and 50s. All right. Here we go.
Hey, this is
So has anyone in the chat seen this video? Type yes if you have, if you knew that this was actually the truth. So you see, when I'm not making a video, I'm always searching for content. Thank you for being so welcoming and showing the truth. Yes, Job for 9. That's what we do here, love. We're glad you're here. Job for 9. If you have Facebook or any other form of social media, please share the stream out. Invite more people to the channel. We love people. Thank you, dear. Let's see the rest of this crap. All right. So, yeah, that's all I had to share with you. But I know that was off topic. But yeah. So none of you have seen this. And we were told about all the horrible things that happened, and all the Democrats were trying to go down there and make sure he was okay. He was doing fine. He doesn't look like he was tortured to me. And they lied and said he lost weight. He gained weight. Said he lost 30 pounds. Ruby said if he lost 30 pounds, he found it. Lamont, how you doing? Hit the like button. Can I get 2 more people to hit the like button? We're almost to 100. Okay, none of you had seen this. All right. Well, I'm glad that's why I wanted to. Sometimes I'll show you a video. It may be off topic, but it's not enough information to do an entire video on, if that makes sense. Chicago Hood said that apartment, that prison is nicer than my apartment. Dad, Ruby, who are you talking about? MD dad is not crying because he might get sent to the Sudan. That's where he's on his way to. Hit the like button, folks. We're almost to 100. So that's all I wanted to share with you. Job to not for 9. I'll be live tomorrow, 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please join us for that. 2 more likes. Can I get 2 more likes? Let me. Lamont, can you if you email me the links, let me type my email, LSIBERT, and that will be at ymail.com. If you email me the links, I can share them with everyone. Okay. Yeah, anyone who has something. And Lamont, if I don't respond, I did not get the email. A lot of people think that L is an I. That is a lowercase L, LSIBERT at ymail.com, dear. Okay, 1 more like. Can I get 1 more like? 1 more like, and we're at 100. I love it. Here we go. All right. Put it in the chat, please. I did. You see it? LSIB. Okay, you got, yeah. Now, as soon as I see it, I'll respond. If you do not hear a response from me, I did not get it. So, Lamont, you're going to have to go back. No, I'm find Rollers Reviews on Facebook, okay, and Instagram. But there's really nothing I've posted on my Instagram page. But Lamont, if you go to Facebook, you will see the Rollers Reviews Facebook page. Yeah, 1 more like. Can I get 1 more? So basically, we're done with our topic for today. We talked about the entitlement of these lazy bums. Now, remember, elderly people, disabled people, boom, we're going to continue to take care of them. But we talked about the entitled people. These are the kind of low intelligence people that vote for Democrats. Even though that first cow said she voted for Trump. Tina, Father of the Year, Abrego Garcia. They are nuts. And if you did not see the video from Friday, if you were not here, oh my God, we had a time. Let me drop that link. It's over 2,300 views. I will drop that for our new people who just joined the channel. Yeah, thank you, Florida. All right, we made it to 100. Yeah, when the stream is over, please, 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 if you will come and leave a comment up under the description box. That shows YouTube engagement. They push the video out to even more people. Thank you, Florida. You're out of the corner now. Thank you, Lord Jammer. Let's go. Steve walks warily down the street with the brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of his feet. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Oh, yeah, yeah. How you doing, Star? Another one bites the dust. Doom, doom, doom. Another one bites the dust. Now I'm singing that because I just dropped the link. We did the video on Jasmine Crockett. Yes, Vipa, Queen. Good time, team. Yes, 1980, Lord Jammer. Woo! Yes, Queen. I love Queen. Oh my God. I'm singing that for Jasmine. I'm singing that for Big Tish. I'm singing that for Fannie Willis. All of the black puppets that the Democrats use and tossed aside. That's what has happened to them. That's what's happened. Another one bites the dust. Jasmine is the latest. Thank you, Job for 9. Yeah. So that's all I have for you, really. But I enjoyed this. Thank you, Miss Ru. Oh yeah, Tina. Yes. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I'll be live tomorrow for all my new folks. I'll be live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Babe, I'm leaving. Thank you, Job for 9. Thank you. Thank you. Let me send you some hearts, Job for 9. I'll sing it. Hakeem will be getting his, he's going to get his wake-up call too. His Negro wake-up call season, they're going to get rid of him too, because they're not going to be able to deliver the black vote. They're not. Black Americans are waking up. They're not going back to that Democratic plantation. Boom. I must be on my way. My time is drawing near. Woo! My train is going. I see it in your eyes. Okay, who remembers this one? Almost 14. Woohoo! But I'll be lonely without you. I'll need your love to see me through. Lord Jammer, because you know it's you, babe. Whenever I get weary and I've had enough, feel like giving up, you know it's you, babe. Those of you who are new, I'll break out into song because I'm just I'm a music guru and I can't help it. But I'll sing some good classic songs. And there's another song I need to sing for your girl. Jasmine Crockett, what we calling her, Ghetto Girl. And I had some people. Who was that last night? How you doing, lovely Apple? I saw that. Maga, you love, oh my God. Yes, I love the classics. Yes. Elon he needs to go take care of him. How many kids does he have? 15 or 16? He needs to go take care of his kids. And stop this nonsense. And those of you who've been here for a while, you know my favorite rock group is the Rolling Stones. So this song I dedicate to the ghetto, loud, and obnoxious Jasmine Crockett. Okay. I saw her today at the reception. A glass of wine in her hand. I knew she was going to meet her connection. At her feet was a footloose man. In my best Mick Jagger voice. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. Woo! That's one of the best Rolling Stone songs ever. Yes, 1969 off the Let It Bleed album. Woo! For those of my new subscribers, they're my favorite rock group. I've gone to London. I've purchased their memorabilia. So yes, I'm a fan. I went to see them when I was in college. I went to the Steel Wheels tour. You're not the only one with mixed emotions. The Black Bollet is totally out of touch with everyday working blacks. Yes, they are, Caesar. They're still up here telling us to get out there and march. I'm not marching for anything. This is what I voted for. This is what we wanted. Those of us here in this chat, I'm loving it. I'm telling Americans, get out, get these jobs. Yes, Lord Jammer, Mixed Emotions from 1989. The Steel Wheels tour. That was the tour I went to when I was in college. Oh my God, I'm telling my age. Sitting on the dock of the bay, yes, watching the tides roll away. Ooh, now I don't have much of a singing voice, but sometimes I'll break out. It's cringy for my students, and they're like, "Oh my God, please stop." And I'm like, "Okay, you do your work, or I will keep singing." And so then they start doing their work. So hey, whatever it takes for me to get them to do their work, right? So yeah, I enjoyed you all. And you know where I'm going next? I am going to the comment section. So please, please, please. Oh my God, we're at 104 likes. Give yourselves an applause. Dock of the Bay is my favorite, Otis Redding. Yes, I love it. Thank you. I love you all. Please be safe. Please come back tomorrow. Put the alarm on your phone. Tomorrow, almost to we're trying to get to 14K. Maga, Lord Jammer, Caesar, Laurie, Lovely Apple. Yes, scare tactics don't work. All of you, please share this on your Facebook page. And if you have Truth Social, share it. Tell people to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yes, Maga, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, love. Thank you for joining us. You know where I'm going now. Yes, thank you for all your love, all your support, all your adulations. I love it. I love you. Be safe. Don't forget, once the live stream has ended, please come and leave a comment under the video. As you can check, you can ask Florida, you can check, you can ask Lord Jammer, and you can ask Tina and everyone else who's here, Patty, all of you. I respond to all your comments. That's what I do. Thank you, my girls. I responded to your comment, dear. So I'm coming to talk to you in the comment section, and I'll be there as long as you're there. Caesar, good night to you, sis. Thank you for the rose, love. But yes, Caesar, come back when the live ends and leave a comment, if you will, in the description box. I promise I will respond. All right, Lord Jammer and Florida, I know I'll see you. You guys are always there first. All right, love you. Come talk to me now in the comment section.